I have a buddy that has like a PC repair business.
Yeah.
It is shocking how many PCs and like PS4s come in because they've overheated because of the roaches living in it.
That's disgusting.
And you open it up and there's like roach shit everywhere. And it's disgusting.
That is so nasty.
Yep.
That's disgusting. Well, I guess that's why we got streaming now.
Exactly. It was to combat the roach problem.
Yeah.
Little known fact.
So that's why we have streaming. I wondered. Anyway, what's up? It's Corey here, Smores Indoors. It's Ghost Stories After Dark. Kind of a fun little idea. I thought we could kind of ease our way into the Halloween season as it's approaching and have a little fun tonight. Got some folks backstage that are going to hopefully have some stories or books to let you know about. First off, we have Jonathan. What's up?
What it is, dude.
How are you doing for the second time today?
Right? Dude, we went from streaming none to all the streams.
I've done 3 shows today. One no one's seen yet, but got that recorded. But good to have you back tonight.
Thank you.
Also, Jay the Stingray. What's up?
What's up, guys? Sorry, I just got back. Something was clogging up my Xbox, and it was overheating. Roaches. Turns out it was full of roaches.
Every time.
Don't you hate
99.8% of the time.
Man, if you've got them in your like computers and stuff, like you've really got a problem. Like
you got some shit going on, dude. Like,
yeah, we're call Gordon Ramsay up in that bitch.
Yeah. Good to have you, though, Jay.
Yeah, man. Always.
Sorry, guys. I'm kind of multitasking here. Send someone the link. All right. Next up, we have Orc. What's up?
What it is,
Sodies.
I thought you were out.
And what are you drinking during the day?
Sodies.
Sody pops. Okay. And how much do you think you drink a day?
8 to 12 a day.
Sodies.
I had to make a run right before the grocery store closed. But, I was out. I was at 0 sodies.
That's a fast run.
It got pretty scary.
Bro, it's good to have you here and your sodies.
Yeah. Thanks for hosting. I love you
sipping
too,
on
buddy.
that Cherry Sam's Cola tonight.
Ooh. So you had a Cherry RC the other night, though, right?
I did, man. I think I'm going to run the gambit. I'm going to see.
You should do a video, test them.
Which one's the best? Like, you know.
And then we also have the man in the hat.
What's up, guys?
Batman.
I thought I'm a little worried, man. I think the ghost of Val Suspiria might be haunting the stream tonight. Never know.
Might be. Someone might have a story.
Well, shit. He already is.
Someone's knocking over the trash over there or something.
That's where I put all my cans.
Oh,
like boobs.
Like cans.
Nice.
Ah, that's where
I filled this up in about like 2 days. I'm gonna die really young.
Enjoy your foot while you have it.
Yeah.
The diet soda won't cause that to be removed. I'll tell you that much.
No. All right. So I guess I'm gonna start with Dan since he's got some book recommendations.
Sure.
Before we dive into the nitty gritty.
Before we dive into the ghost stuff, yeah. So most of these are ghost stories or haunting stories, ghost adjacent. But I figured I'd throw out some book recommendations since I don't really do that too much on my channel. But One I wanted to throw out is Dark Matter by Michelle Haber. This is excellent, actually. This is a book you should absolutely check out if you're a ghost haunting fan. This is probably one of the better ones. Takes place in the 30s, and it is absolutely amazing. I won't read the synopsis on all of these because I want to keep you forever. I know not everybody reads, but absolutely
What
pick
is
this one
book?
up. What is book? There you go.
Paver.
Yeah, Michelle Paver. I really like this one. I think it's amazing. I wish more people knew about it, but there's one. This one's not really a ghost book. This is a little bit more cosmic horror, but since we have an insane amount of people from Kentucky in the horror community, I figured I'd throw this out because this is a Kentucky horror story, and it's one of the better horror novels, period, of the last couple years, and that is Devil's Creek by Todd Keisling. This kind of has a cult theme. It takes place in Stafford, Kentucky. Don't know if that's a real area or not, but
I don't know that one.
yeah, this I highly recommend. This is just a safe bet. You're probably going to love this book.
Devil's Creek.
Devil's Creek.
Devil's Creek.
Another one. I don't know if we have Sean McManus in the chat, but this is an Irish ghost story. All these are newer so far. This one is The Dead House by Billy O'Callaghan. Seaside kind of ghost story. Really, really good. Let me know, by the way, if any of you guys actually read these, because be curious to see what you think. This is another one. 12 Nights at Rotter House. This is really, really good by J.W. Acker. Who's sadly another one kind of unknown, at least in the mainstream, but this book deserves more attention. And if you're going to read anything for the Halloween season, highly recommend that one. Great haunted house story. This is a series, and I'm probably just recommending the author in general, but Jonathan Janz. So if you're like fed up with Stephen King and want a new author, Jonathan Janz is usually a pretty safe bet. He did.
Hey, now, don't you talk about me like that, boy.
Sorry, or some people are tired of him. The Sorrow, and its sequel,
tired of him.
Castle of Sorrows. This is a little more extreme. Lots of erotic sex to go with your haunts, and he also did another.
Wouldn't expect anything less from you, Dan.
These are not all fucked. Most of these I wouldn't consider extreme or fucked up. They're safe. House of Skin is another horror novel that Jonathan Janz did, and I'm just a few more, and we can talk actual ghost stories. This one, if you want to see the interview with Lauren, a more fun haunted house story. Fuck This House by Brian Assman, as Sam likes to call him. This one's just fun. It's really, really fun.
That sounds like the next Jordan Peele movie.
I'm a nice man.
Now this one does have a lot of kinky sex in it, and it's written by a woman. The Train Derails in Boston by Jessica McHugh. Again, some of these are not traditional ghost
train's
stories.
dicks, right?
There is some ghost jizz in this one, Jonathan.
Ghost jizz.
But it's also very well written. The Train Derails in Boston by Jennifer McHugh.
Yeah, can I just say real quick amen to Jamie's comment here? I don't know how you watch all the movies you watch, let alone reading the books.
Like, there's portions of my day I'm not doing a goddamn thing, including paying attention to what's going on in front of me. I just lose whole section. I mean, I kind of know why, but still.
I'm not dating right now, so you get the extra
Bro,
time.
I ain't dated nobody in a decade. I still ain't done nothing.
Yeah, I just sleep all the time that you're reading
Getting
and
married.
watching movies.
There you go. Last few. Unpleasantness, Ghost Stories for the Depressed. Probably not a title that's going to draw a lot of people in. but really good series. If you want to just feel like shit and be spooked, there you go. By Nathaniel A. Giles. It's another small press book, I believe that. And the final two, these are a little bit more known if you read often, and that is Kill Creek by Scott Thomas.
Mhm.
That one's really easy to come across. And let's see here. I think I dropped one, but that's okay. And all-time classic, part of a series, Summer of Night by Dan Simmons. So, some book recommendations.
That is more books than I've ever read. Like, ever.
Yeah. Well, now I expect you to read them all since you're back and do reviews on your channel, Jonathan. So,
There you go.
all of them. At least the Ghost Jizz one. That'll be fun. Ghost Jizz.
Ben's asking, can everyone say what the last book they read was? I think I read a golden book one time.
I legit David goes to the dentist the other day with my kid. So that's probably the last book I read.
1984 in Brave New World. Yeah,
Cool.
in high school.
Nice. That's awesome.
Now, legit, like the last book I read was Tough Shit, the Kevin Smith book. Not. I can't figure this shit out. I'm too fucking there. Not that one, but
Yeah.
Dr. Sleep.
Huh?
Dr. Sleep.
Oh.
Movie's better.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I never could read much of Stephen King's books.
It's so wordy, dude. I did read it,
Oh, yeah.
and you could chop a good portion of that book out.
It's good, though. I think it's a good book, though. This is just not.
Man, there's too. I don't know. Some shit's just so drug out.
There was a couple of just like proofreading errors that I noticed in whichever copy this was that I have, just a paperback. I'm like, come on, man, this is big time. You guys need to get your act together. Like, it was the wrong character name that they used, which is why like spell check didn't catch it.
Thanks to everybody out in the chat, by the way. There's too many comments for me to go through, but thanks for everyone being here. Jonathan,
Corey,
you have a good ghost story?
I have none, dude. Nothing ghosty has ever happened to me.
All right.
No, I'm a skeptic, dude. I don't think any of that shit's.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming out tonight. I guess I'll do one. This one was a story that my choir teacher in high school told us. He had a friend that was working at this theater somewhere. I can't remember where, but it was supposedly a haunted theater. And the guy that was in charge of the theater wasn't the type to like go around talking about it being haunted. He was kind of all business and, let's get the work done and do all this stuff. But, there were stories about it being haunted. So they sent this guy, the director sent this guy up in the catwalk to adjust some lighting one time. And so this guy came back down after a little while and was like white as a ghost himself. And that director who never talked about it looked at him. It kind of gave me a chill when he was telling the story, but he said the director looked at him and said, "You saw it, didn't you?" That's what he said to him. And I was like, that story is pretty crazy. But so I don't know what the haunting was, but
Now I got some ambiance going.
there you go.
There we go.
Anybody have like a supposed local haunt in their area?
I'll tell you what I want to know about. I want to know about that scream you heard. Like, whatever came of that? Is anything else happen?
It's been pretty quiet lately. I did go in one time after that, And I think I told maybe Jay or someone about this after a show that my mouse, I have a battery powered mouse at my desk, and I went into the building we work in is an old bank. So there's like an old vault that's basically a storage room for us now. And I went in there to get some batteries. And just outside that vault, I walked through there and had like this real weird, like cold chill feeling. Just a real strange feeling. And, I went in and got my batteries and went back to the desk. And just thought it was a weird feeling. And I had to go to some event that night. And I came back to the office like 3-4 hours later and do something. I can't remember what I was doing, but I walked through there and I hit that same spot. Like 4 hours later, it got that same feeling in that same spot.
You ever get that like it's like a cold, just like an area in the room. It's just really, really like a lot colder than the rest of the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in Maine.
Is that kind of like what it was?
It was more like just a weird feeling, and I kind of had a shiver. It was almost like you hear the shiver down your spine type of thing,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what it was.
Did you have to take a piss after that?
No.
Oh, yeah. I get that every now and then.
I still got to find out like what was there, because that building's newer.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to know what was there years and years ago to see.
I'm big into like abandoned mental hospitals, a lot of which closed down in the 60s when things got a little more, PC. And I find that just absolutely fascinating. I've always wanted to take a trip with a bunch of people to just go off the beaten path, particularly explore like rural Louisiana, see some real cool haunted spots. But I have a destination of sorts right outside of Atlanta that people may want to check out. Doll's Head Trail. This is just a few miles outside of downtown Atlanta, and it is actually it used to be near South River Brick Company, and there was some flooding, lots of children's toys, and various creepy things, and it became an art installation where local artists could come in. You can only use things that you find there. You can add to it, but if you Google Doll's Head Trail, this isn't the best link, but I'll put it in the chat for you guys. It's really creepy and worth walking. Oh, you found it there. Sorry. Very much worth walking through. You see things like this all along the trail. It's not a super long hike or anything, but very spooky. If you're near the Atlanta area, I highly recommend it. I've always wanted to do a stream from there, but I'm not sure how well it would turn out with my phone. But lots of creepy shit.
And being a good old northerner boy, I grew up near, and my mom used to work near Sleepy Hollow.
Cool.
That was a trail I never walked on. Ever.
No, I reckon you have to be careful. There are snakes, as I've found out in this area, but it's mood-wise, do yourself a favor and go down there for Halloween. I don't know if they let you hike at night there, and that probably isn't a good idea, but you take a light out there, man, it would be cool.
Brian Trash thinks the bar he works at is haunted. Big T's at in the Lizzie Borden area.
Why are so many bars haunted? Like, it's such a like bars and movie theaters are like
Because ghosts want to fucking hang out at bars too, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you go with the fact that maybe their spirits, someplace that they were happy at is
They're
probably where
trapped
they'd
in a
want to
loop of
be.
some kind, or
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Um,
I did a Ghost Adventures show. That's like every episode is at a bar.
there's one here in Kentucky they went to a couple times. I can't fucking think what the name it was.
Gettysburg area is notorious for a lot of paranormal activity. I used to go up there a lot for different things, and
I've heard that. Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking
That's
of
cool.
paranormal activity, did y'all see that box set that's coming out?
Yeah, the
Heard
only way
about
you
it,
can
yeah.
get the new one, right?
It's the only way you can get the new one. Yep.
I'm good. I've got them all already.
I do
except for the
too.
new one.
But I mean, it's like $55 or something. So if somebody didn't have them, it's a cool little set.
Yeah.
Is it 4K?
No,
Nah,
Blu-ray.
Hard
Yeah,
pass.
if somebody didn't have them or like had 2 or 3 of them,
sure.
that's an easy upgrade. And it comes with the found footage documentary too, I think.
Oh yeah.
oh, cool.
Or there was a paranormal activity doc that I think was
Maybe that's what it is.
Paramount, I believe.
Maybe that's what it is, just paranormal activity doc. That makes way more fucking sense, doesn't it?
I kind of like that new one, but I don't think I'll buy
Dude.
that set.
I thought the new one was dope.
I liked it a lot.
It was fucked up, man. Like really spooky.
You watched it, right, Or?
Nope, still haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
It's dope.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching.
No, it's not a problem whether it's dope or not. I'm a fucking pussy. I don't want to watch it.
Keep all the lights on.
Oh, they're already on. That's how I sleep right here.
The house is on.
I don't want to derail this too much, but have you guys all seen Dash Cam?
Yeah.
I haven't.
I haven't watched it yet. Though.
Okay.
That's an interesting one
Worth
to
watching?
discuss.
It's a found footage. That's why I brought it up.
I mean, is it any good though?
I liked it.
You may love it, you may hate it. Surprisingly enough, I actually liked it quite a bit. But I don't know if I would have a few years ago.
I'm gonna have to search that one out.
I'm a
pitch
found
it.
footage guy, so I kind of have to factor that into my.
I love found
opinion of it.
footage.
Yeah.
Same here.
I pitch it as Lady Hayden fighting supernatural creatures on found footage, basically. That's how I would put it.
Did you guys see
Wasn't that-
Spree?
Oh yeah.
Spree, yeah, it was okay.
I thought that
liked
was
that
fun.
shit.
That was a fun little movie.
Yeah.
Hereditary,
From,
Malignant.
Stranger Things, right?
Good.
Get from Stranger Things. Was in Spree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is. Yeah. Sorry, Or.
Hereditary, Malignant, and VHS 94 were the last big 3 that I saw.
Yeah. VHS 94 is disappointing.
Really? I
Not to
liked
me.
it. Not down with the Ratma?
Like the only one that was remotely interesting to me was the final one, with like the fucking vampire.
I like
the Aryan Nation or whatever with the
Yeah.
spoiler. Hold on, well, yeah. with the group of fuck it.
I hated 3, the viral.
Viral
VHS
was pretty fucking bad.
I thought 94 though was great. We're getting another one for Halloween this year.
99.
99, yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, bring it on, man.
yeah.
I'm all for
I
it.
think I'll watch the new Paranormal Activity this October if it's still on Paramount Plus.
It's worth it, Orc, man. You'll have a good time with it. It's one of the spookier ones, man.
No, that's what scares the shit out of me.
Spooky.
Fucking Amish people. Thank God we don't have any in Maine. It's too cold.
If you go through VHS 94 Orc, I think you'll be okay with the new Paranormal Activity.
It's people always are like, "Oh, it's the same house. It's the same house." Well, we're completely different location here, new backstory. So
That's what I like about it. Like we kind of moved on a little bit.
So I did want to mention, Jade kind of reminded me in the private chat there. I did bring my son to my office, and he was pretty instantly freaked out. And he went up to check out the upstairs, and got about halfway up the stairs and heard rustling up there, and turned right around and came down.
Noped out of there.
But I wanted to show the building itself. it's obviously a newer building, but where it sits,
Pepsi.
That's how
It's
it
like-
works. The first one to die, he's distracted by the Pepsi van, and the ghost just
is
shanks
like
him.
in the old center of town, so there had to be a building
Right.
there before. So yeah, I don't know.
Very cool.
Pepsi Ghost. Are you hydrated?
Mm,
Mm.
I don't want to smoke. I'm gonna get a cigarette.
Go for
I've,
You really-
I've shared most of my stories on streams before, but I can bore you with some if you want me to.
it. Sure.
Go
Bagel.
for it.
Bagel and a cigarette. I'll be back.
He found that ghost jizz erotica. He needs a minute.
I've always really wanted to see something, ghost wise. I've never actually seen anything definitive myself, but I've gotten feelings, where the
Mhm.
Yeah.
hairs on your neck stand up. I've gotten that a few times in my life, and I don't know what it is. Whatever you want to, it's dead people or energy or whatever you want to call it. It's something's going on. But when I was a kid, my cousin and I were messing around with a Ouija board, and apparently been talking to the same entity for a couple days, off and on. And we're going to go play football with some of the neighborhood kids. And, I forget exactly what happened, but the language got really weird. And we were kind of freaked out a little bit. So I took a Bible and I put the planchette inside the Bible, put the board back in the box, put the Bible with the planchette in on top of the box. And then we left. We went and played, football, came back a little while later. And we come back, and the thing is, the Bible's thrown across the room, and the board is set up in the middle of the room, ready to go, right in the middle, where the starting point is. And no one else had been in the house the whole time or anything like that. So that freaked me out a good bit when I was 11. So that's the main story I have myself. I've seen a lot of UFO stuff, but my mother-in-law used to have this old antique bed in a back room. She is obsessed with antiques for some reason, and this thing was old. I mean, who knows how old it was, but everyone in that house saw some shit once that bed got there. They all have stories, and I could just feel the energy. And then at one point she got rid of the bed, and it was gone. I didn't ever feel it again. But I never felt anything other than I was being watched or something like that. When there's nothing in the room, it's just kind of something you can't really describe, but just a feeling. But no, people saw stuff. Stuff would move. Things would levitate. They would hear the bed knocking against the wall. It's almost like someone was fucking in it or something. But there was nobody in the bed, and just crazy stuff like that. But I don't know. It's like it's Amityville movie waiting to happen. I think with the haunted.
I was gonna say you had some ghost butt fucking. You could have had Ed and Lorraine Warren out there. You could have had a haunting in Connecticut
Heck yeah.
situation. Yeah.
You don't need them butt fucking in the room too.
Jesus keeps me safe.
But one, well, we have a few local legends. I think everybody probably does, but we've got I think every city in America has a crybaby bridge, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've got one in somewhere called Dennis. Never been there, but I've just read the stories online. Same thing. You put the powder on the bumper or whatever on the trunk, and you get the handprints. Same exact story every time.
Damn.
Jamie had a story about going through some issues, and the hand on her shoulder knew it was her dad. Those are the positive stories,
Yeah.
I've got I talked about this on one of just shows, I think. But this is probably like 20 minutes down the road from my house. This house is called the Old Slave House. Illinois was a free state back in the slave days, but the guy that owned this house was a salt mine owner. But his secondary means of income was to kidnap free blacks in Illinois and sell them into slavery in the South.
Wow.
And up in this upstairs, that upstairs window, it's lined with cells that he kept the slaves in until he got them sold out.
Really?
And when I was a kid, you can't go to it anymore. But when there was a guy in the 80s that owned this house, and he had it open for tours and stuff like that. An interesting story, one night when the guy that was selling the slaves had the house, Abraham Lincoln stayed a night in the house, had no clue that there were slaves upstairs.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
There was always the story, too, about this house. Yeah, I can...
Surprised nobody ever tried to sneak in or was successful.
Here's the upstairs.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was looking at the way that roof is slanted. Be enough room for a row of cells on each side.
So, the other thing about the guy that owned it in the 80s was he would let people try to stay all night in this house.
Mm.
And the story is that no one ever made it.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you guys do that? Would
Oh,
you guys ever try to do that?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, Orc. Think of the podcast.
If I did it with like if we both slept in different rooms and like we were there at the same time, I would do it, but just to do it by myself, unless there was money involved. Nope, not a chance in hell.
Well, money involved, that's a different story.
Well, think about the money you could make just by using it to promote like a podcast or something, like I would 100% do it without hesitation. So if somebody's listening, I am shameless.
It would be fun watching my reactions. That's for damn sure. Like, Dan, come with me to the bathroom.
Hold my
Walk
hand.
with me.
Road Dog, that is it's Gallatin County, Illinois. Trying to think what the little town is called. Let me see if I can find that out. I think it's Equality is the name of the town. It's one of those towns you blink and
ironically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what a name.
Yeah.
Equality.
So I remember going to that house when I was a kid through the museum, and they had like these outbuildings too. And sitting there in almost like a shoebox in one of those outbuildings was a skull from a slave that they had found out on the property. So.
Wow. Oh, that's insane. I would have been really interesting to be in there in the 80s. I would imagine they've remodeled it then since they're not letting people.
Well, yeah, when the guy died that had it in the 80s, he basically left it in his will to the state. And they're basically upkeeping it, but they won't let anyone in it. So it's kind of a shame.
No, that is a shame. I mean, that's a living piece of history.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. Never did it. Obviously, the logistics of it is a little complicated. But have you ever watched a movie called The Possession of Michael King from 2014, I believe? David Jung directed it. That I always thought would be interesting. He's essentially a skeptic that decides he's gonna, let anybody from different, lore or whatever, try and possess him and put curses on him, all this crazy shit, just straight down the line, and prove that it's all bullshit. Obviously being the movie, it ends up not being bullshit, but I always thought that would be an interesting concept for a podcast, just let them do it. You know, whether that's bring a haunted item in, whatever, and just see what happens. 24-hour stream. See if anything happens. That's another thing I'd be down to do. I think it would be fascinating. And if I kill you all, I apologize, but I don't think it'll be okay. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be interesting for sure.
If you get me damned to hell, Dan, we can't hang out anymore.
Well, you're not the one being cursed, though. Yeah.
Do it to me, that's fine.
There you go.
It's fake news.
I want Ghost Orc asking everybody for a real talk. I think that would be interesting.
I would do that.
Ooh, can I get a real talk?
Like Casper.
But yeah, check out Possession of Michael King. That's another one that was popular, but people don't talk about.
You know, the story I always found interesting was the I can't think of the name of the subdivision, but it's basically the inspiration for Poltergeist.
Mm-hmm.
They did an Unsolved Mysteries on it, and like Patty Duke was in a movie about it too. But you know, the subdivision's built on the black unmarked graves, and yeah, that one. The one woman was, I guess it's who Patty Duke played in the movie, but she was going out there. She was determined to find a grave in her yard because, you know, they were telling her there weren't any, but she knew there was one out there, and she was getting sick trying to dig this grave up, and had her daughter do it, and her daughter had a heart attack and died.
Oh, wow.
Trying to dig that grave up. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
The Unsolved Mystery story, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I had to look that up. I don't remember that one.
I'll find the subdivision, what it's called.
Was it? You said it was black graves though. It wasn't like Indian.
Yeah, it was. I know it's Indian in the movie, but it was like a poor, like 1800s black neighborhood or whatever, and where everyone was buried, and they were just unmarked. But the developer knew about it, I think.
It's fascinating. Have you ever heard Lucy Liu, Charlie's Angels, and that Ally McBeal show? She's one. There's shockingly a lot of celebrities, if you Google it, that have claimed to have had sexual encounters with ghosts. And hers, I can't remember where she actually told the story, but she talks about it.
It was that celebrity ghost story show.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was a show.
Oh, it was. Yeah, she was like laying on a futon, and she claims the ghost like pulled her panties off and gave it to her. It's about it. I don't know whether.
Hey, here's the thing, bud. If a ghost fucks me, I can't do anything ever again. Like I'm done.
Depends on the
What
ghost.
if you fuck a ghost?
Yeah.
I don't see me doing it. It's not in character.
There was an episode of Baywatch Nights about that.
Fucking
I've been
Baywatch
infatuated-
Nights.
I've been infatuated with that since.
David Hasselhoff, X-Files ripoff.
Yeah.
It didn't start off that way, did it? Like it gradually dipped into the paranormal.
I'm not sure.
I found this. I'll put the link in the chat to you, but
Yeah, Chris has a good question. What was she into it? Was Lucy Liu into it?
I believe she was, the way she
Hey.
talked. Might have been Daily Ghost in the chat. I don't know. Confess up.
This
Okay,
was
cool.
the Black Hope curse, and it's a small picture, but there's one of the, I guess, the bodies they found in the
What's
backyard.
the
Oh wow.
does it say which season or whatever?
I don't know if it does or not.
What's the acreage on this bad boy?
Yeah.
But it kind of goes through the whole story there. And then I would look up Black Hope Curse on YouTube. It's probably on there. It's a pretty famous clip.
Yeah, talking about dead or graves, unmarked graves. There was one in the University of Mississippi. The school around here had, I believe it used to be the old, asylum, insane asylum was there, and there was the article I linked in the private chat. There is 2,000 unmarked graves, but it actually wound up being more like 5,000.
Damn.
Yeah, it kept escalating. That's a pretty old article there, but it kept. I mean, they may still be out there doing stuff, trying to identify bodies and stuff. But it's funny. My brother was in physical therapy school, living on campus there, and you could hit that parking lot where all this is, like with a rock, like from where he was living. So it's crazy.
Damn.
But lots and lots of dead people that no one probably.
Did he have to pay?
Yeah, he had to pay. Had to pay to live in the dorm. Yeah.
Where was this again?
This is Jackson, Mississippi.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
And I feel like Jackson, Mississippi.
One other area that I know had a ton of local haunt stories was West Virginia, where I lived for several years. Have any of you heard of Lake Shawnee Amusement Park?
Negatory.
In the late 1700s, roughly, Mitchell Clay, a settler, had a very bloody encounter with the local tribe. Forgive me, I'm not sure exactly what tribe it was, but it was turned into an amusement park in the 20s, but had lots and lots of issues over the years. There were a lot of fatalities that happened at the park, and it finally closed down in 1966. And to this day, a lot of visitors report seeing ghosts, a ghost of a man and a little girl in a pink dress near the Ferris wheel, which is abandoned and rusted over now. And it is, I believe they do paranormal tours there. But that was one that always I found quite fascinating, because there was a lot of odd deaths that went down in that area. And Ghost with an update on Anne Heche. Wow, that's horrible.
Wait, what happened to her?
You didn't hear about the car?
I knew that, but did she pass away or something?
Says a severe brain injury, not expected to survive. It's weird too, because she had popped up and was conscious on the gurney.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was like a zombie kind of thing. It was.
Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that was really creepy. I don't know how badly she got burned though, too. So
True.
What's up, Christian?
What's up, brother?
Got the good lighting for this show.
Oh yeah. I can't get it that dark in here.
Turn a light out.
They're all out. Just got too big a monitor, I guess. You had to have some great haunted areas in New Orleans, right?
Oh yeah.
If I'm being honest, dude, I I can't recall ever having much paranormal activity ever happen in my life. I don't disbelieve it. But I've never had an experience. But I respect it. I don't fuck around with Ouija boards. I don't make fun of shit when I'm in the dark with friends because I don't know. I could be real. You know, who am I to say if it's real or not? So I tend to be a believer of shit. So, but I don't know. Like my mom will tell you she has. My grandpa had open heart surgery twice, so he's been legally dead a couple times, and he tells me all the time that he sees when he goes to bed at night, he sees people walking around in his house, and he's not like demented or out of his mind. He's very sound, and he says it matter of factly. Oh yeah, every time I'll wake up and I'll see like this figure kind of petting my grandma's head while she's sleeping. I was like, who is it? Because I think it's her mom. I'm like, really? And he says it very matter of factly, you know. So I wonder if there's something there if you kind of leave the earth realm and come back, if you're able to be, able to I don't know. He's very honest about it, and he says he sees shadows and figures at night in beds. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard that story from people that, I mean, similar stories to your grandpa's, that they really never sought attention over it, but they say the same thing. I mean, maybe, you're that close, you're more in tune with stuff that we just can't see or experience ourselves unless we've been through that sort of trauma.
I had a cousin that it's been several years now, but she was going through cancer and she ended up passing away. But, she was a pretty on the level person. And she had told like her immediate family that family members that had already passed were coming to visit her like a couple weeks up until she died. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it's really interesting to me. I'm not really I don't know that I'm a skeptic or a believer. I'm open to the possibility, but I don't know. I don't think we know everything about what lies beyond. I do believe there is something after death. I don't know what it is. I don't have any specific beliefs on that, but we're energy. Energy can't be created or destroyed, so makes sense that goes somewhere. So, yeah.
It's I guess that's the question we're all trying to answer. We will at some point, I guess, but
if it gets too deep, I'll just start talking about ghost sex again. But
this is why I want to do DMT.
The machine elves. You heard that whole story? That's apparently what you see. Yeah.
But your body releases DMT when you're dying. So it's key to it.
Yeah. I haven't even done pot, so I'm not sure how well I would respond.
I've never smoked the pot.
I feel like ayahuasca is not exactly a good
not the one to start on.
Starter drug. You've done it, Jay? Or
no,
somebody has done it?
No, I don't know anyone who's done anything that great. I mean, I've plenty of hallucinogens, but never.
They probably can, Big T.
They drink sodies.
But I mean, you don't have any basis for anything, so I mean, you doing something like that would probably be totally cool. Like, I mean, you'd be fine as long as you had some handlers with you.
Sounds like an experiment for Scarefest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do that, get a Ouija board going.
Fuck that.
That's gonna be Jonathan's DMT trip. As soon as he hits it, we bring out the Ouija board. All right, brother. Better contact somebody quick.
Y'all do that, and there'll be one of them like fuck. You remember that dude did bath salts and ripped that dude's face off?
That's just an average day in Florida.
That's a hillbilly reaction.
Hell yeah, brother.
There was a demon in me.
I'm ripping penises and faces off tonight.
It's like a monkey.
They do that, Ben. You have to incognito spread those ashes at the haunted
A
mansion.
lot of people do that, believe it or not.
Yeah, how'd you like to be on that fucking ride and just get hit in the face with a bunch of ashes?
Just a knuckle hit you in the fucking forehead.
It was like a ring.
Yeah, I think I have some of your grandpa on my forehead.
I got Poppy all over my area here.
I hope this part isn't his dick.
Man, that's gonna be shitty. Like if they ever tear it down, Disney's not known for sticking with traditions, so
They've been close to doing something different with that one for a while, haven't they?
probably like a lot of the cool old like dark rides. I know they've changed up now, which really sucks because all the new stuff like kids are gonna completely forget about in a decade.
Figment.
So.
I know Figment's gone. Captain EO's gone.
I think Mr. Toad's is gone, which was always one of my favorites growing up. But yeah, it's a shame.
All that's left is like pirates, like the fucking teacups, like the Dumbo bullshit.
Yeah. Haunted Mansion's still, I think, really cool. They changed Twilight Zone. Man, so many. Not that was one of the older ones, but still.
That was the drop, right? The drop.
Yeah.
One?
Yeah, I always love that. But
yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. Nothing against
I'm
Guardians,
done.
but
I'm good.
And they had a thing there. I don't know if it's anything now, but I know it's not this. But I don't go there much. It's been like 20 some years, but they had this alien encounter thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was awesome.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of. I know it's not ghost related, but do any of you believe in like cryptids at all? Because some of that's not implausible. We know dinosaurs walk the earth, and what's a dinosaur if not a monster? I mean,
No, they didn't, Dan.
Well, damn, Orc. Are you a dinosaur denier now?
Yes.
Acknowledge them.
I don't believe in climate change or dinosaurs.
The Earth is only 1,900 years old.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I heard that like that was a thing. Like I thought it was a joke.
Dinosaurs or climate change? What are we talking about?
No, dinosaur deniers. Like, I thought it was a joke. I'm like,
No, it's not a
for
joke.
real? Like you don't think that was a thing? Like then people would be like, it was a guy I met. He didn't think, he thought the Earth was like 2,000 years old.
Yeah.
They made up the dinosaurs.
Yeah. No, some of that I just find fascinating. Like Sasquatch, like really, how insane is it that a creature like that could have existed? I think it'd be tough now with modern technology that there hasn't been like definitive proof, but
Pacific Northwest.
I just saw
Possible.
there was a video of it's called the Velvet Shark off the coast of Japan.
Mhm.
They caught video footage of that was thought to be extinct for 2,000 years. And there's one, they found a live one.
Yeah.
Who knows what's out in the ocean?
Fucking colossal squid, man. That shit was all stories.
Yeah, the ocean's probably like my biggest phobia. I have this reoccurring nightmare all the time where I open my eyes and I'm just falling into the ocean and there's no land anywhere in my line of sight. It's like my biggest phobia is. Yeah, I hate water. I hate. Well, I hate ocean water. I'll swim and I'll go to the lake and have fun with friends, but I have to see land or I'll have a panic attack.
You're completely out of your element. You're in whatever is the alpha predator in that area. You're their bitch right now because you've got nothing.
And you can't see. You have no idea what's below you.
That's a legit fear. That's not a whatever you call it, illegitimate fear, whatever you want to.
No, it's a primal fear. Like, don't get in the fucking water. There's big things that'll eat you in there.
That's one I don't have though. I've always I'm the type that loves to be
No, I mean, I
way
love
out
being in the
there.
ocean, and like I used to scuba dive a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It, that doesn't bother me. I'm still like terrified of it though. Like I can be in it and be like very uneasy at the same time.
Yeah, if you ever go to like the Caribbean, I can't remember exactly where I was, but I did one of the scuba things where you go down to the shipwreck and you got to like touch it and oh man, it was so cool.
Open water diving is always a lot cooler than like reef diving. But I didn't do it much because it's creepy. We'd go on night dives too, like with these little scooters. That's what they called them, were scooters. It was like a little, they had like a headlight, propeller, and you'd fucking roll.
Yeah, no, that's cool. The out on the ocean, certain areas, like it's the closest thing to, untouched area on our world now. I mean, there really isn't rural land now. It's not rural like it used to be. I mean, people have cell phones and all sorts of different things, but you're out there in like the middle of the ocean. It's totally different feeling. There's nothing around you. Nobody to come help you if something goes wrong. I honestly don't know why I'm not more afraid of it, but I love it. It's the most peaceful thing in the world to just go way, way out.
Any thoughts on reincarnation?
It's a possibility.
I got no fucking clue what happens, man.
Who knows if this isn't our first existence?
Yeah, I always wonder that.
What if we're in a loop? Like,
well,
it's possible, but yeah, not created, can't be destroyed.
I think about it all the time in elementary school. It's the number one thing that fascinates me with life. Where do you go after you die?
Death's interesting.
I want to think that's what Biden was saying when he was eating that ice cream cone.
Well, he has so many of them, so you know.
Yeah, I hope if we are in a loop, I don't fuck it up next time. This time.
Should have had Rachel on tonight, Corey.
Yeah, she could have called somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, episode 2, we'll have her come back and do
prove it live.
Hell yeah.
That's something else I think about. What if everyone else is not real around me?
I think about that all the time. All the time. Like, this is all set up. Like,
I feel it. I mean,
places I've never been don't exist. Like,
do you think when something happens to you in life, it was already meant to be, or do you think it just happens?
I don't know, dude. The fact that we're meat that walks around and communicates with each other is fucking wild if you really think about it.
Yeah.
Like, you're a pile of like spaghetti noodles piloting a meat mech.
Yeah. That's a good question, though. I wonder, I think I've told you guys how I ended up living where I live. We were heading to Little Rock when we were evacuating New Orleans, and I had to take a piss, and we pulled into this expo center in my town, and the guy that ran the state park said, "Hey, you guys are evacuees. Come stay here for free as long as you want, free of charge." So we did, and we live in the town that happened because I had to take a piss. Like,
oh wow,
that's and I met my wife. I'm here. I'm doing this. Like, if that wouldn't happen, my whole life would have been completely 100% a whole different set of circumstances. I was heading to Little Rock.
Yeah.
And who knows where we would have, if we would have ended up living there or moving back to New Orleans. Dude, I think about that shit all the time.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy things in my life that, when I trace it back, it was just some random little thing that happened that changed everything. So, yeah. And man, I did not know actually that that's how you landed where you are now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Any near-death experiences? And I'm talking near death.
Nah, not really, but I've always wondered like when I was the closest to death, like when was my closest near miss, something like that.
Yep.
Oh, I flipped my car twice, like 2 flips, and if I wouldn't have had my seatbelt on, I know I would have broken my neck and at least gotten cut up completely by the shards of glass that ripped in my vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've had the car accident. I mean, I wasn't hurt to, near death extent or anything like that, but yeah, a little bit. The moron that hit me was going a little bit faster. You never know. Or hit in a different spot. It's all certainly possible. One that I think a lot of my dad was in that U.S. Naval Yard shooting that was in the news years ago. Fortunately, the shooter didn't come right past his office area, which was like a fishbowl. Like even the computers are like bolted down in that little. He was there with like 3 other women, I believe, and yeah, he said if they went in there, he would have shot them all dead 2 seconds. So, I mean, he was just a different turn down a hallway. If he wasn't engaged in gunfire with the guard, I believe that it killed him. Or I actually can't remember if he died. That's crazy. But I know he got shot, I believe. Yeah, that makes you think, though. Just one little, if he turned right instead of left, it could have been a different story.
Somebody said that their heart had stopped, but no tunnel of light or anything. My dad's died twice.
Oh.
And come back. So the first time was a car accident when he was 14. And then when he tells me about that, he said it's really vivid. Like he had the out of body experience where he was floating and all this shit and everything was, he didn't feel anything and it was nice and peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
And then with his heart attack, which he had like 7 or 8 years ago now, I was with him for, and like he was gone. They said they got him back like right at the last moment where like you can still like get somebody back.
Yeah.
He said absolutely nothing.
Wow. Yeah, that's I don't know. It's hard to.
Has it changed him? I'm sorry, Dan, but has that changed him emotionally and mentally?
Yeah, I mean he's like completely unafraid of death now. He's like strangely enough, like there in both occasions, like it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was a thing where it was like everything you've ever worried about either way is gone.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. We're in a real fun group.
We're gonna go to an episode of Gayal's Pirate Ship now.
Yeah, no shit. God damn,
that's where the memes really start.
This is fucked.
Hey, you guys want some ice cream?
Y'all bunch of morose motherfuckers.
No thanks, Piz.
Hey, Trump, you want some ice cream?
I feel ghosts just want to watch people bang. I mean, that's what I would do if I was just walking the earth. I'd just, yeah.
A lot of ghosts apparently in the sets of pornos.
Yeah.
North Korea.
Is your dad psychic now?
Negative.
Okay.
No magical powers.
My dad's like a very like no nonsense dude. Like he's like, so that's why like I take his accounts on shit like that pretty.
Mm-hmm.
He's a skeptic and he's like very like, I wouldn't fuck around about that.
Maybe he was just a little bit closer to death the first time. It's kind of hard to.
Oh, he was pretty fucked up that first one. No, dude. Like I watched him die in that fucking office that day. We had the heart attack. It was fucked. They had to shock him to bring him back. He had quadruple bypass. He was all the way gone.
Wow.
Sounds like he's lucky.
He's super lucky.
I guess that's a good sign, though, that it wasn't necessarily a bad feeling.
Right? He's like very indifferent about death now. Like even like when we've had like very serious conversations about it. He said the worst part about it is like I know you guys will be bummed out. Like you guys will be sad. But other than that, I don't really care. I mean, yeah, you guys will be.
You guys have a hard day.
Yeah, how dads are. They can't be like super emotional.
I don't have any emotions. Okay. All right.
Get off my lawn.
I've only seen my dad cry one time in my entire life, and
It
that
fucks you up.
Dude, it really fucked me up. It's when we buried my grandpa, and the whole day he was fine. He was joking with me at the funeral parlor. Then he had to get up and read like a passage, and I watched him, and I just said, "Oh shit!" And here's the thing: he broke down. I counted it: 1, 2, 3. He stopped himself, composed himself like that, and then was fine. And then I've never, and we got out of there, and he was like joking again. It's like he broke down for 3 seconds, and then stopped it, and that was it. I've never seen my dad get emotional ever again.
Wow.
That was it.
Yo, old dudes are built different, man.
I'm built different.
They are, man.
You
It's
bet
like-
your ass we are. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they were taught, dude. Like you cut your arm off, you just fucking chill out.
Sure.
Give me a
tie your
Band-Aid.
belt around it, throw it on the cooler, and after the work day's done, you go get it reattached.
Yeah. I don't think my kids have seen me cry. Yeah.
I guess
Try
man,
not to.
you got to keep
Try to hide
that.
it.
You got to keep that illusion up.
My contacts are fucked up. Ugh.
Of course, my wife and my kid cry at everything too. So
Well, most women do.
that is, it's a horrible way to go through life. Just go, all the fucking
Yeah,
time,
man. You know, you feel better afterward.
I don't.
That's true.
I feel like garbage when I cry, dude.
Dude, it feels so good. What are you talking about? What's that movie where he's like, man, the best thing next to shitting and coming is taking a piss or something?
That's Harold and Kumar.
There you go.
going
I
on
would
the-
put crying on that list too.
You know, I put pissing right up there with shitting and coming.
You know,
Man, boy, let me tell you, I do all of them at the same time.
I always just remember with the good philosopher Hootie, what was it? Hootie and the Blowfish? Is that the name of that? Let her cry. But when the sun comes out tomorrow, let her cry.
Dude, that guy has such a strange voice.
Darius Rucker. Do you guys remember the
He's a
tender
country
crisp?
guy.
Yes, the tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch Burger King commercial he did in like 2009 or 8. I used to
No.
love it. Oh my god! I used to every time it came on, I would stop and just listen to it. The tender crisp bacon cheddar ranch. He just sang it so good.
Chicken crisp, bacon, cheddar ranch.
Sang it so good. It was a great commercial. I mean, it made me want to get the sandwich.
Dude, Darius Rucker is a weird one for me because he like destroyed Wagon Wheel for like my entire life now. Like I used to enjoy that song, and then he redid it, and now I hate that song.
Hmm.
I only want to look at you.
I only want to be with you.
It's like Kermit.
We need to have,
Yeah.
there needs to be like a super concert with all those singers that have those sounds.
You know
like
what that would be like, Christian? That would be like that. Remember that one stream we did of Firefly with like Joe Bob Tar Heel and Big D?
Oh my god! I think Jay was there for that.
Yeah, Jay, remember that?
No.
It was a good time. What did we watch?
Oh god, I can't even begin to remember.
Yeah.
Let's put together a Creed, Pearl Jam, Hootie and the
Blues Traveler.
Blowfish,
Blues Traveler.
Blues Traveler. Well, it needs to be like the
Stone Temple Pilots.
Skip it up,
See, what's that
No,
band? The
no.
one that
Blues
does
Traveler
She Hates
doesn't-
Me?
doesn't go.
Puddle of Mud.
Puddle of Mud. We could do Puddle of Mud like that.
Puddle Mud would go.
I need to feel you. You need to
Seven
feel
Mary
me.
3.
Oh yeah, what was I have become cumbersome.
Take it all away.
Bonus concert tonight, guys.
Maybe I'm the one.
No, it's not the one. It's the wow.
She fucking hates me.
Maybe I'm the
Yeah.
You know the movie. Remember Dirty Work? That's what was playing when Norm Macdonald was like walking back home and seeing everybody wearing his shit that his girlfriend was throwing out the window. I love that.
I like the
movie.
way you smack my ass.
Oh, you talking about that? I like the way you smack my ass.
Did you guys see? Did you see when they tried to cover a Nirvana song on some like?
Oh yeah,
on
the fucking
on Sirius XM.
Oh.
Or something?
About a Girl cover. That's
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
It was hard.
Every week at when my band has practice, whenever we get done, they always want me to do it because I do a pretty good cover of that cover. I can't do it because my wife's leaving, but dude, he was horrible. And if
It
the
sounded
band's
painful.
reaction is the best because they are just trying not to break down laughing.
Evidently, he gets.
I need an easy friend. I do.
Oh my god. Such a great video.
Evidently, he lip syncs a lot. He gets busted all the time.
That's lame. I just think he is Frankie Valli.
Yeah, then blew something out. Blue O-ring.
Yeah, we should try and figure out if there's particularly like an abandoned asylum somewhere down near Scarefest. That might be kind of cool.
Waverly's
The most
not far.
famous abandoned asylum on earth is in Kentucky.
All right,
But can you get in there?
You know what would be totally awesome? We'll bring a couple guitars. I want us to go to the most abandoned place on earth, the most terrifying abandoned location. I want us to set up a ring of candles. I want all of us to get inside of the circle of candles. I want everybody to just kind of make a little cut on their wrist, let the blood drip in the circle of candles. And on the count of 3, I want us to, whoever's got the guitar, met a girl, thought she was grand. She fucking hates me, and see what spirits come out.
See
What
what
was that before we cut ourselves?
I just want to hear. I want to play like. Let's go like make a live stream called "Trying to Piss Off the Spirits" and just go and play like all the like shittiest songs ever, just to hear spirits. Shut the fuck up! Quit playing that piece of shit.
We gotta play Stupefy by Disturbed.
Oh, everybody get in the circle.
You guys ever fucked with EVPs before?
With what?
EVP?
Oh, you DDP? Hell
Yeah, I heard.
You know,
I heard
MVP?
DDP too, but I figured that's not
EVP, sorry.
EVP. Okay,
Bang.
not really.
Bang.
I wouldn't be patient enough to record for an hour or two and then try to listen to it.
Then go back and listen for a pop and be like, that sounded like he said Bartholomew.
Oh god, yeah.
Are there any abandoned places in Kentucky? I'm sure there's got to be a ton of great ones.
Kentucky, for the most part, is an abandoned place.
Every school is abandoned in Kentucky.
Somebody have that microphone.
There's an
thing out
abandoned
there.
school right up the road from me.
Let's go. Somebody have that that microphone you hold out where you ask the spirits anything, and let me be the guy that talks. Spirits, all I needed was just one tiny little innocent.
I want to give a diamond cutter to a ghost in October. Now that's my goal.
I'm gonna give it the Bronco Buster.
Don't tear your asshole open like X-Pac, though.
I'm gonna tear it wide open.
Just put sardines in your crotch like Mae Young when you do it, though.
Oh, God.
That's fucking hilarious that she did that.
I'm a gag, dude.
Ooh, baby.
All I needed was just one fuck.
Ah!
This is the way I pray.
That's one of my favorite songs from them.
So far
High
away.
chord.
Oh, dude, if we play Voodoo, we're sure to rile somebody up.
I actually I like those songs.
That's
Never
when
did
the
like
homeless
Godsmack.
guy comes around the corner and says, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
No, homeless guy comes around the corner and be like, "Hey, man, I wrote that shit."
No more meaning to my life.
I'm still gonna kill you guys, but yeah, I wrote that shit.
We were a big deal. Oh well, crack, Easy come, easy go. No, that's the dude from Creed. He's for sure on crack.
Dude, oh,
I
hey,
saw that.
no lie. I was looking up some videos of Scott Stapp performing like a year or so ago. He has his voice. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he sold his soul to the devil. Legitimately, go look up some of the videos of him performing. He is playing all of his stuff in standard tuning, the way it was recorded. His voice has never sounded better. I don't know
Really?
how. I swear to God, I was in shock because I used to watch videos of the 2009 reunion show, and I thought his voice was okay, but they were down tuning a little bit to compensate. Whatever he's doing now is shocking. He sounds amazing. He is getting higher and higher every show I see. No pun intended.
That's like
But he's seriously, I swear to God, I'm not even playing. Go look up clips. It's amazing. I would love to see Scott Stapp live with his band today. I've never seen a singer recover the way he has. Like, he sounds so fucking good.
Oh, man.
I mean, we talk about this all the time because my guitar player, he loves Alter Bridge. I like Alter Bridge too, but all of us are just like, dude, if you could see Alter Bridge or Creed, fuck Alter Bridge. I don't care how talented Miles Kennedy is as a vocalist. It's the fucking songs, dude. I would cry like a bitch if I got to go see Creed live. Like, are you kidding me? Because there's kids that like go to work with me, and I'll listen to Creed sometimes, and they think it's silly. I'm like, dude, you really just don't understand the impact
you didn't have
that
human
band had.
clay.
Yeah, you don't understand what it was like to experience real fucking music when it was coming out like that back then.
Every 90s Dimension film.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That too. But like, dude, like they can't understand unless you really lived it. It's hard for people to understand what it was like, dude, when those bands were out and doing their thing.
Come on, Christian. Hold me now.
I'm 6 feet from the earth.
And I'm thinking.
I think they shoot because they want me.
Bullets.
I'll
I like
just
Creed.
ask one question.
Creed will definitely bring some ghosts out of the woodwork, probably.
What if?
I remember they were all over Scorpion King. I don't know if anybody remembers that promotion. That what song was it?
No, it was I Stand Alone from Godsmack.
Oh yeah, Godsmack.
Scorpion
Wasn't
King.
Creed on that one too?
I told you, dear.
Yeah, I remember
Dude.
that. All right. I'm getting
I don't
mind.
dislike the band, but that was the most boring live show I ever saw in my entire life. Rob Zombie co-headlined with them, and Rob was so fun. I mean, I understand if he's not everybody's
He's
cup
good
of tea. I get it, but
His
had
music is fucking amazing. Yeah,
he had
He had a good show.
yeah, he had this fucking giant like witch come out on stage and shit, and the TV screens were playing old movie clips and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, it was fun. And then Godsmack comes out there, and they just like little Italian guys, they just stand there. I mean, you know,
They
they're not
stand alone,
like the Eagles can get
specifically.
away with that. The Eagles can sit on bar stools and fucking have an arena just weeping, crying, but like not
Yeah.
Godsmack. I mean, for
They're
God's
90.
sake, dude.
They're 90 years old.
You know, speaking of Rob Zombie, you know, his brother from Power Man 5000 directed that Allegoria movie on Shudder.
Can I get a real talk?
What if?
Real talk.
What if I?
Because I wanted dead or alive.
Gripos.
Grippo's barbecue, yeah. Wow.
Corey's got his taste back.
Ooh, they look red.
That's what they say when they see my
You
dick.
either get way too much or not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, they are kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that. Yeah.
Wow.
Now kiss.
Fuel is pumping engines. Gas is high.
Losing
Get an EV.
I got my Tesla turning my direction.
I just wanted one of those stupid faggots asking for my digital copy on Instagram.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
We were giving them out the other day. On,
Yeah, man, we're just handing them out.
Yeah, Stone was dropping those codes.
That taxi drive, I was watching that before I got on here. I'm very, very excited I have that.
You got the 4K?
I got the 4K digital code from
I
it.
bought the 4K from that box set. It's fucking fantastic, dude.
Dude, digital codes. You watch digital codes.
I
Mr.
do for that
Bombastic?
one because I'm not
Dude,
going to
you're a-
pay what they want for that 4K.
You're a fraud.
It's not that bad.
Fake.
It's not really above a boutique label price.
You're a faker. You're a fraud.
Fraudster.
Look at all that fucking
That-
shrink wrap on Blu-rays back there.
There is a
But-
lot of
but
shrink
you know
wrap
what,
on those
though?
Blu-rays
I bet you
back
bought
there.
five. I bet you bought 5 versions of Tenebrae.
Oh my god.
Oh, he went there.
Ooh.
I bought them all, brother.
Hell yeah, brother, America,
Every one.
brother.
Every
Hell
one.
yeah, brother.
Say your prayers and buy your synapse, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to
Ladies
take
and
this
fools.
time to let everyone know next Friday night, Basement Blues will be here on S'mores Indoors.
Round of applause to Basement Blues.
Dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for the trial of Basement Blues. He's such a sweet guy, though. You guys ever seen him on live streams?
You know who's a sweet guy, Drew?
I
It's
think
you.
it's super nice, dude.
Oh, thanks, Orc.
Yeah, you're a sweet guy.
I had a dream
got-
about you, Orc.
I think Jonathan
Really?
and I talked about it today. We're kind of envious of him anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, honestly, like, there's a ton of like ridiculous shit that I'd like to do, like buy like the entire like slip cover, because like this set of slip covers looks awesome, so I'm gonna get
The
all of
Father's Day slipcover set from
Right,
I'm not envious of a
there's
guy who
there's
lives
a
in his
part of
mom's
there's a
basement.
part of every
Right now.
one of us that like there's been something ridiculous we want to buy because of that, you know, like we already have 2 or 3 times, and he just said fuck it. Okay, he said fuck it, I'm gonna get it all, and I respect that.
I've got to say though, I prioritize like unless there's something different about the movie itself, I prioritize getting as many different movies
Yeah,
as
exactly.
possible.
Like,
Yeah, rather
Well,
than
you
like
don't have to
five
worry about
options.
that when you get everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we have all of it, there's a bunch of different movies there.
I
If
prioritize like the electric bill. I'm a little bit different, you know.
no,
Hustling.
Fuck your electricity.
Yeah,
But,
buddy.
I think a lot of us have probably had various phases of collecting, but like for me, I can't see. I can't believe there's a version of me that would pay extra money for a slipcover separately. That's insane to me now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless I was just filthy rich, I wouldn't do it. I mean,
Yeah, I'd have to have.
Well,
a
Dan,
lot
I got
more
news. You're not.
income.
So yeah.
I am not. That's why I only have one copy of Tenebrae.
Just kidding.
Okay.
It's a joke.
I mean, I'm straight to DVD, dude. I fuck the Blu-ray, fuck the 4K.
You know
DVD
what I appreciate, man? I appreciate the scrap people who are like, oh, I'll take anybody's Blu-ray if you're gonna go ahead and upgrade to the 4K. Like, I appreciate those people a lot. They're winning the most, I would say.
Hashtag winning by winning.
Well, I got
Winning.
I got you beat, Christian, because I'm getting ready to transition my whole collection to CED. So
Ooh.
Well, brother, I got news for you, brother. You'll be paying a premium price, brother.
You know
will.
it was depressing,
Fucking
man.
stupid shit.
I was listening to a Dead Pit show with that Don May Jr. guy, and he said that they don't even have the abilities to produce laser discs anymore. Like, there's no companies that have the reproduction materials. Like, that's kind of awful.
Yep.
What you gonna do when Orc comes for you, hero?
Orc, are you jerking off a giant ghost or what?
Oh, trying to do the Macho Man elbow drop, dude.
That makes me think of that skit from Whitest Kids You Know, where he's like jerking off his imaginary long dick.
Am I jerking off a fucking horse? That's a ghost.
You got to get to higher elevation before you drop the elbow, or
Can you take me higher?
What time is it? Fucking overdid it last night. I can't do that again.
You're pussy, Jonathan.
Sody. Get my ass to a vending machine.
You ain't got that purple thunder, Christian?
Yeah, I got one in the refrigerator, but I'm gonna drink it tomorrow. I'm gonna save it for a rainy day.
I'm glad you're on here, Drew. I wanted to ask you, since we were talking ghosts and now we're on fucking 90s bands. I always heard of stories about the Alamo Dome being haunted. You ever heard stuff about that?
No, I've never heard about the Alamo Dome being haunted. But, I mean, the one that's the most interesting, and I swear if I had my own car, I would take you to it right now because I'm not far from it, is the haunted train tracks. Now, I've done this twice, and
is it where you put the thing, like somebody pushes the car?
The children, yes.
Every town in America has that exact same story.
I'm not
the
surprised.
Slope coming off of the train tracks.
Exactly.
Forward.
Like every time I've ever done this, and I'm always with somebody who's way more into it than me, I'm always just like, how am I supposed to believe that this isn't just the car moving on its own? Like, what are you talking about? And then they'll always look at the back and be like, do you see the fingerprints? And I'm like, yeah, those are probably mine. I've opened my trunk many times.
Yeah. You got to put the car in neutral. The kids will only respond if the car is in neutral.
Yeah.
You can't have your foot on the brake. Well, you know what fucking cars do?
Baby powder too. You got baby powder all over it.
Every town in America has that goddamn story.
Now, I'd be real impressed if you put the powder on the back and halfway across the tracks you slammed the brakes, and then when you got over, you saw a kid's head print on the back of the
No, that would be good. Yeah.
You just hear, fuck.
So I'm not supposed to hit the brakes, you fucker.
VPN services are an imperative asset.
Did you get a surf shark deal there, Christian?
No, I got the Leprechaun VPN. Good price.
Does anybody use a VPN?
I do.
Is it worth it?
I think it's worth it just so you can I wanted to watch Prey the other day in 4K and HDR. It was only on Hulu here, so I watched it on Disney Plus in Japan. And watched it with Dolby Vision and shit.
Oh, I get what you're saying. That's right, because it was in Disney Plus in other countries. That's right.
Yeah, everywhere else got it Disney Plus, and they had it with Dolby Vision.
Yeah.
Did it make the movie any better?
No, but it looks
there's
better.
no way. I don't understand what people are talking about with that fucking movie. It's really strange to me.
I think it's fine.
Fine, I can live with, but people trying to say there are people who literally are saying that it's better than the original. I don't even know what to think when I hear that. That's insane.
It was a fun little movie though. They Them was pretty goddamn bad though.
Did any of y'all see that Bodies movie, or is it even out yet?
Bodies.
I'm gonna see it this weekend. I'm seeing Fall tomorrow. If you have a fear of heights, man, look at that trailer. Holy shit.
Oh, I don't know about that, man. I get scared when I'm, because sometimes I have to deliver to like office buildings that have like 20th floors, and that shit is fucked up, man.
No, this is a lot worse than that. I check out the trailer. It was creeping. Kruger and Todd, I think, have issues with heights, and it was creeping them out when we saw the trailer. Bodies. I'm gonna see it because I have to review it, but it's probably decent. I just don't know that I want to spend 90 minutes with Pete Davidson.
What's it called again, Dan?
Bodies.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
That's a good song, but goddamn, did I get sick of it. I swear that
I think Tearing Away is their best song, easily. Tearing away. Dun, 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 dun.
Right. Yeah, it's a good song.
But Prey, I think, is way overrated. But I know a lot of people liked it.
Falling away from Dan. Do.
They, them, if anybody liked it, please weigh in.
Oh, I thought it was the best slasher film I've ever seen.
We're going to get quoted. They're going to put it on Blu-ray, and it's going to be Christian and
Christian said it.
Dude, fuck yeah. Please. I'd love to have my name on front of a Blu-ray. Are you kidding me?
I don't know if I'd want it on they, them, but
evidently Stone's quoted on something.
Yeah, you did. Forgot what he said.
Yeah, I did too. Oh, Savage Streets.
Savage Streets, okay.
Oh, shit.
Break. That song stuck in my head. Hey, oh my God. It was a Dragon Ball Z movie where they had one drowning coal soon.
Lord Slug had the new metal songs on it.
God damn it! If I say it, I'll know it.
What? Lord Slug?
It was Frieza's cousin or brother or
Cooler's
something.
Revenge.
Cooler.
Yes. Cooler's Revenge.
The fucking Dragon Ball Z movies used to have killer soundtracks.
Yes.
The fucking Broly movie had Tins by Pantera. Oh my God, that was some heavy shit.
Dude, I loved those. It was Cooler's Revenge.
Cooler's Revenge, yeah.
And it was the song. Orc, do you remember that song off that Drowning Pool record? Everything I've ever said has been taken in vain. It was a great song. That song. That dude, Cooler's Revenge. I rented it from Blockbuster.
I haven't listened to it since Sinner dropped like fucking 22 years ago. But
that's such a good record. Yeah, all those songs are good, but I loved that movie. And then they made like Return, which I like too, but Cooler's Revenge was my shit. I loved it.
All the new Dragon Ball Z movies have been pretty good.
Broly,
anime is for faggots.
Stop it.
Hey, Broly's Dragon Ball Z is above anime to be.
You want to know what your problem is, Orc? I'll tell you what your problem is. You're too close-minded. You're stuck in your ways, you old man. You need to branch out and take that stupid ass Patriots hat off. Number one,
I'm ready, bro. Don't you know Tom Brady is the GOAT?
He is the GOAT.
But he ditched them. He ditched them Patriots because the Patriots suck.
The best running back in the league.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Right here, buddy.
How about this? You take that can, you turn it sideways, and you stick it straight up your candy ass. And number two, the only good Patriot is Mel Gibson. You son of a bitch.
I agree with that.
That movie is good.
Oh, you gotta fucking
amazing.
Love the
It's
Patriot,
Heath
man.
Ledger's best movie. I'll die on that hill easily.
Well, he died too, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why is he so furry?
Good for him.
You know what the problem is with Heath Ledger?
Is dead?
Death by Olsen twin.
I always thought Macaulay Culkin would have made a great Joker.
He probably could have pulled.
Dude, Macaulay Culkin can do
don't know.
anything.
I don't know if he could have gone that hard, but it
Bro.
could have been one of those shock things where it's like, oh shit, he's really
Dude,
good.
Macaulay Culkin is such a trickster. You saw what he did to Joe Pesci.
I'm sorry. Have you seen The Good Son?
Good Son's awesome.
That's
I love that movie.
Good Son is amazing.
But
wish he
what you have as a kid isn't necessarily, that talent doesn't always translate to an adult.
Dude, I love Macaulay. He's a legend in the flesh.
I love when he comes on Red Letter Media. He's so funny.
He gave up his career in exchange to bang Mila Kunis for a
That
couple
sounds like
years.
a worthy cause.
I will drink to that. Or you got another soda?
I feel like he came out okay on it.
Raise your hand if you feel like I
You know what's funny is I remember when she had this like phase of her career where everybody was simping over her, and I remember when that happened, I was like, oh man, she's gonna dump Macaulay Culkin. I just know it because she's getting too much attention now, and that's exactly what happened.
I think another good Joker would have been Chris Benoit.
He's method.
All right, Corey, you know what, dude? I'm just going to say it because honestly, when you make a remark like that, I'm just going to say it. You're damn right he would make a great Chris Joker.
Chris
You know what I
Benoit
thought
would
you were
make
going
a
to say, though?
fantastic Chris Benoit.
I thought you were going to say Crispin Glover would have made a great Joker.
I need someone that's more about the killing.
Dude, let me tell you something about Crispin Glover. He would have. I don't know. I got nothing.
When are we gonna get the Chris Benoit ghost movie? I don't know. I don't know if they get away with it, but I'm surprised.
There's only one man who can do that, and his name is Charles Band.
There you go.
So we do a Night of the Demons remake, okay? Set at the Benoit house, and they resurrect Benoit, and he goes around and kills them all.
Wait, is this? Do they have to drag his body back over there to the house?
He possesses a goth woman.
But we're gonna have Chris come in there from time to time, right? It's gonna be a Jason goes to hell situation where he's gonna come to the fucking floorboards at the end because some sort of task was completed, and he's gonna be in the fucking the full get up, the gear and everything.
My wife and kids will not be watching Raw tonight.
He just says shit like toothless aggression.
Yeah, I just want that scene where he just pops out and he just gives them
He
they
starts
start
barking.
running from him.
He breaks the fucking dude's teeth out of his head. Fucking chops somebody in half.
I just want to see the how they incorporate the German suplex kill.
You know what would be hilarious though is if somebody at the end tried to dress up like Eddie Guerrero to trick him and put on a fake little mustache.
Hang on a second, y'all.
That's how they kill him.
Somebody write this down.
I'm gonna. Charlie Band's gonna do it.
If we're making this movie, I also want a Night of the Living Dead remake with OJ.
OJ.
That sounds good.
He just shoots the bitch.
That bitch ain't last immediately. She ain't lasting 5 minutes in that house.
He slaps her, then he cuts her head off. I'm amazed OJ hasn't returned to acting.
Dude, OJ is doing good. He didn't do it.
But if he did,
dude,
fuck no, he didn't.
He didn't do it. Do you not? What is so hard to wrap your head around the fact that he's an innocent man? Like Billy Joel said it best. I am an innocent man. So is OJ. God damn it. I'll tell you who did it, though. I'll tell you who did do it.
OJ.
No. Never mind. Y'all ain't gonna believe me. I know.
Who did it?
I'm not saying. Forget about it. forget it.
It was Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Hey, I did like that limited series though. I thought that was great.
That was a good series. I liked it too.
Oh, that
Sarah-
was a good
Sarah
one.
Paulson had
I
that
love
weird ass
Travolta.
chia pet head.
She did. Travolta was great, but
Yeah.
Travolta's always great. He was great in that.
Yeah, he has proven to be fantastic in almost everything.
They teach him Scientology as well.
You know what I got today, guys? On Amazon, they had Fight Club for $3.99.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The Blu-ray.
I'm a DVD guy myself, but
Do you have Fight Club on DVD 2-disc edition with no, that was the DVD had the Infinifilm thing. Remember that?
oh, I've
You're not
got
supposed to talk about it. Okay.
That reminded me of that Gremlin that we
How
saw.
much
the-
caffeine and sugar are you on, Christian?
None.
Holy shit.
You know what, dude? You know what I'm high on right now?
What are you high on?
Life.
Actually, I had a tostada about 3 hours ago, and
Okay.
it's got a
Those
lot
are
of-
good.
The mileage
Was it
is
from
good.
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Ketamine.
I'm getting some mileage out of it, dude. It's a synthetic tostada. High mileage.
Hey Christian, so you got any ideas for the Midsummer You Need a Candle? Because you can go a lot of ways with this, right? You can do the the cliff scene. You know, you could have various splatter and rock debris as the colors.
That's a good idea.
You could do just a bunch of flowers. You know, her whole flower headdress. So you could do all that, and it could just smell like flowers. That's pretty easy. And there's such a huge Midsummer like cult fan base that they probably buy it like crazy.
Yeah, that's something we're gonna look into. I have a book where every idea I write it down, so I'm gonna write that down.
Write
Watching a week,
this
though, I'm excited.
down. Take a little note.
I can't wait till you branch out to the You Need a Rubber wing of the business.
Well, you know, it's day to day. City's like she understands like how to do like packaging and stuff really well. And today she got a package and she's like, "Hey, that's for the stuff. Put it on the table." Like all the mailers we're gonna do when we ship out product, she got colored mailers. So we got orange ones, and the bigger ones are black. And she got like this.
Wait, what's
guess like
black and big?
You know what, dude? How about this? Dude? You know what? I'm getting tired of you bullshit. If I'm being honest, you understand what I mean? You know what your problem is, Orc? You run your mouth. You never have gotten your ass beat before. I'm gonna tell you what my uncle used to tell me. Like, dude, you need a good country fried ass whooping. Is what you need.
Country fried.
You understand? You're a little too fresh, Orc.
You talking to
Damn
the guy
straight.
wrong. You use
Damn
it one
straight, brother.
time. Do it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Oh man, I need Joe Dirt on Blu-ray again so bad. What a great movie.
Dude, the DVD will do just fine.
You know, Christian, that was my first DVD ever.
Oh my god, you're not for real. That was my first DVD ever.
Dude, it was.
one of my
I remember I
first-
put it on my PS2 and that menu playing over where he's like,
So I fell asleep to that, and it was ingrained in my fucking skull
yeah,
because that was the only DVD I had for a while. Like,
yeah. I bought it from Walmart. I was so stoked.
see, I got mine used at Blockbuster.
Probably got a better deal than me.
I guess they'll have it.
My first DVD was Jaws. I remember that. But Joe Dirt was probably top first 5 for me as well. I thought you had a Hemi. I stole this in the meantime.
You know, my old outlaw ass, you know.
Oh man, what a good one. So good.
I've never brought myself to watch Joe Dirt 2.
No, I couldn't
I
do
just
it
can't
either.
do it.
It
Yeah.
like legit hurts the first one, so don't do it.
Oof, yeah.
Oh,
God, what were they thinking?
I don't know.
Maybe I got rid of it. That's it.
I thought you
Dear
had a-
Tay. It's Dear Tay.
Don't throw an E on it. Try to church it up, boy. Your name's Dirt.
Hey, come on.
We live a binary.
I think in almost every day of my life, at some point, I go, shit'll buff out.
Yeah. Shit'll buff out. Hey, you guys want to play bumper pool?
Hey, wasn't that Michael Myers in that movie too? That took a piss and got burned when he was at the oil
It
job.
was. It's
That was Tyler Mane.
Tyler Mane?
Yeah.
Cowboys bust.
You done with that apple core?
What's the big deal? It's just an old crapper tank.
Remember, I asked you,
Show me
Christian,
them boobies.
you ever have people at the oil rig like him?
Oh, dude. Yeah, but it worse.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, that was me. Probably like my first month of working there too.
You get Tyler Mane to sign that DVD, Jonathan.
No,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
There you go.
I'm taking my Blu-ray of Joe Dirt in.
Is he gonna be at Scarefest?
No, he's gonna be in Owensboro, just randomly at the beginning of October.
Dude, I'm making it. When is that?
October 1st.
Dude, fuck Scarefest. I'm going to Owensboro.
I'm trying to decide what to get
little
Robert Patrick to sign.
You can tell Robert Patrick to kiss my ass.
Get him to
while
sign
you're
your
at
dick, Dan.
The death gasp, is that the one from Vinegar Syndrome he did?
Oh, the where he's like possessed by the Mayan spirit. Yeah, that's
Jamie
one.
Jamie about gave us a heart attack today. She said he was dead.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I was like,
Oh, too. I'd like to
I
go
was
look
like,
him
oh
up.
fuck, man! Like that totally makes sense though. I'm just used to everybody I like dying.
Yeah.
No, he lives. Did any of you watch him in Tone Death, where he's like killing millennials? That's a good Robert Patrick.
Dude,
That
Robert
sounds pretty
Patrick
great.
is good in anything Robert Patrick chooses to do.
He was in
Yeah.
the Marine.
He was in the Marine, yeah.
He's pretty
It's
great in
funny.
that Peacemaker show.
He was good, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
It's funny how people forget John Cena's like initial run in movies. They pretend like that just didn't
12
even happen.
rounds and
12 rounds is a decent, like, kind of die-hardish knockoff. It's not bad.
I hated the Marine, and I hated even more that like his on-screen character became like this hip-hop Marine or something.
I thought it was awesome.
The only John Cena movie I've ever seen was when my ex took me to see that Trainwreck movie, and that was really god awful.
That wasn't a John Cena movie. That was a movie that John Cena was in.
I mean,
Why
he was
would you
pretty
watch-
prominent.
Why would you watch any WWE film that isn't See No Evil or Oculus?
Oh, see no evil. Yes.
Orc, I'll tell you why. If you want an answer, I'll fucking give you an answer.
Yes, sir.
Your mama.
Ooh, she's dead, hopefully.
You know what, dude? With a comment like that, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, hopefully.
Gents, I'm gonna call it.
Let's see.
We'll see ya.
Have a good night, Johnson.
All right.
Born to light, I'm gonna give it up.
Did you see all of those like crazy things Vince wanted in See No Evil? Like there was going to be a scene where like I don't know, somebody walks in on Kane and he's got like a 16-inch dick. There's
Oh
all
my
sorts
God,
of
dude.
wild stuff.
What?
Google it.
I need Vince to become a movie producer ASAP.
Yep.
All right, guys, I've got an idea for the new Leprechaun movie. It needs a 9-incher, brother. Rock hard, pal.
Jason had his machete. The leprechaun has his cock.
Yeah,
I need Vince to start a podcast.
that'd be great. Oh my god.
Oh,
I would listen to
Do you
that.
think you could
like-
get him on the show, Corey?
I'll try if
that is number one.
I'll hit him up on Twitter.
immediately.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if he just like doesn't give a shit? He just started saying, just openly, is like, yeah, I'll tell you, it was Trish, Christy Hemme, and Joy Giovanni.
Vince tells all with Conrad Thompson.
Oh, not Conrad. Sean Oliver. Give him Sean Oliver.
Yeah.
I don't like Conrad.
I don't either.
That is so awesome.
Realistically, do you think there could be a possibility that he could go on Joe Rogan? If he was going to go anywhere, if he was going to go on a podcast, I could see that possibly.
Yeah.
I don't think he's somebody to just ride off into the sunset and do nothing. He's still a rich man.
I still think he's secretly running shit behind the scenes. That's just me.
The booking has changed already too much. It's just
That's
not
what you
him.
think, pal.
I know there's.
I wouldn't be shocked at him trying to work his way back in there in a few months.
He can't. I mean, he has no leverage now. I mean, I'm not saying they wouldn't take his phone call, but he has no power. Why would Triple H or Stephanie listen to him now?
Because that's this daddy.
Hey, Christian, if your audience continues to harass you about hobgoblins and you have to make some sort of video about it, you should come on the video and you should be like, I'm Christian Hanna and I am not a fan of hobgoblins.
Oh, dude, I say that line to myself all the time in my head. I just love that delivery. My name is Jim Cornette and I am not a fan of the Ultimate Warrior. That was a great episode, though, honestly. Like, dude, you can't deny that the Warrior, as much of a motherfucker he was, that he didn't make it to the top, dude. I mean, you kind of got to be
the
like
Warrior, man. Fuck yeah.
But dude, as tough as a motherfucker he is, I still think that Vince McMahon is probably one of the most, like, you can't fuck with him. The fact that a guy like the Ultimate Warrior went backstage and Vince McMahon said, "Get the fuck out of here, you son of a bitch." Like, think about that, dude. Like, Vince is fearless.
Yeah. Did you ever hear the story of, you remember Nails, like, choking him over a payday that he thought was too low?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I did, for real, though. He said that Bret Hart said you could hear Vince squealing, like, no, like freaking out back, like, in behind the closed door.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not that bad.
I don't know what that is.
Speaking of, back to the show topic, you think the Ultimate Warrior's a ghost now?
Oh, man.
The Warrior lives forever.
Man, that'd be a scary ass ghost, just like running up and down the hallways,
Jay,
shaking shit.
Jay, will it be a problem if when we head up to Scarefest, I only talk to you in Warrior jargon? The entire trip?
Not at all.
Hey, Christian, man, just let me know when you gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, we gotta go up the mountain. We go to the gas station. All right, man. Just let me know when.
Yeah, stop him to piss in another town he can live in.
And whenever I get out the car, you have to play the theme, and I'm gonna run up and down the pumps with the theme playing.
That would be awesome.
Flying shoulder block, just some random passerby.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit.
That's one move I used to hurt myself all the time as a kid, just randomly, like, launching myself.
Warrior. If I could talk like any wrestler, though, like and nail it, like really get it down good, I'd have to be the Macho Man. I mean, I could just imagine talking like Randy Savage all day long.
Maybe
favorite.
Sonny Landham. I'd probably go Sonny Landham.
Nice.
Christian, how do you want your coffee? 2 sugars and the cream. I want the cream on the top, brother.
Oh,
Be
man.
like, get this fucker out of here. God.
My favorite story with him is when he didn't want to get bitten by the snake.
Oh
with
my God.
Jake Robert.
Amazing.
Like, I want to see it. I want to see it bite you first.
Okay, let the snake bite you. Maybe there's a little poison in there trying to stop the Macho Man, huh?
You want the Macho Man spot, brother?
Yeah. No, take the snake bite. Don't take any anti-venom. Don't take nothing, man. Just sit there, yeah.
I want to watch you.
Hey, Vince, man. I heard you're banging divas.
Tell you what, though, I ain't letting a fucking cobra bite me. I'm sorry, I don't give a shit.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. He's going to pay millions for the cobra bite.
You think the truth will
Poor
ever?
motherfucker, then.
You think the truth will ever come out about Savage and Stephanie? Because I swear nobody's like high up, Stephanie included, or Triple anybody has ever like denied it. They just don't talk about it. Period.
I don't know, dude.
Even Lonnie, his brother, didn't deny that story.
Well, Lonnie's just as funny. There's only one person who can answer that, and that is Randy Savage and Stephanie McMahon. I think
he fucked her, is what I think.
I don't know, dude. I just don't know.
Speaking of Lanny Poffo, I did want to got a one of the Smores Indoors greatest moments. Let's check it out.
The more of a caricature the person is, and thank God most of the guys in wrestling from that era are caricatures one way or another. The more of a caricature they are, the easier it is to channel them.
I really like that Lanny Poffo. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do a Lanny Poffo impression.
No, really? Oh, he's one of my favorites to do. Yeah. And I've never seen Antonino Rocco's penis, but I hear it's fantastic.
I'm so glad I was on that one.
Christian got to call in on that one too.
Dude, I would love to talk to Sean Oliver again. You know who I want to interview? Like my number one interview of all time would be Vince Russo. I want Vince Russo. Vince, how you doing? Bro, I heard you like vinyls, bro. I got the Blue Oyster Cult for you. I know you like Oyster Cults, bro. And bro,
does he still do the Discog thing on his show?
He does, and nobody ever watches it. And I just am. I love watching him catalog his
Discog
records on VenomVinyl.com. I got records for sale, bro, at Venom Vinyl.
Vince Russo's been in my work office before.
Really?
Yeah, I could have had the chance to hire him at one point, but
I'm always a Vince Russo fan. I don't care what anybody
like
tells
Vince.
me. I love Vince.
I've talked to him a few times. He's always been cool with me. So,
dude, he's a fucking dude. You know, like what's not to like about him? You know,
I don't know, an interview like he'd be one that would be cool to have like a private conversation with, where there's nobody's recording, to really just get his true opinion on different things, ask. So he doesn't just give his prepared answer, like what really was going through your head booking yourself to win the title. You know what I mean?
I did talk to him one time, like actually talked to him. He did a show on his YouTube channel, WWF something, where he had a call-in show live on YouTube, and I did get to call in. And I talked to him for a second. It was really cool. I asked him, I said, Do you believe that, Buff Bagwell's mom really called Jim Ross and told him he couldn't come to work because he was sick? And, because I told him, I was like, dude, I mean, if that was me, I'd be so embarrassed if people found out about that. And he basically said, oh, yeah, I believe it because I've never really seen Jim Ross live before. He's like, bro, do you know who Jim Ross's idol was? And I was like, yeah, he liked John Wayne. Hey, John Wayne doesn't lie, bro. Jim Ross doesn't lie, bro. But yeah, it was really cool talking to him. I love Vince Russo.
Big T, I think kayfabe commentaries kind of was killed by Conrad's bullshit. So from what we get,
That and ripping all his shit on
podcast.
YouTube.
Yeah. Podcast in general, but click this with Kevin Nash.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
a handful of episodes in, and it's already like number one. So
yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, I think Oliver is a great. He was perfect to do that with Kevin.
He was that would not be the. I mean, Nash is really interesting and it'd still be good, but with Conrad, it would be fine. But Sean Oliver and Nash, that's gold. Like, there's not a lot of wrestling podcasts that I watch every single one. Click this. I think I'll be watching every single one.
It's funny, Jonathan mentioned this today, and it reminded me when he did that he was really interested and had questions about StreamYard when we had him on. So,
oh, he knew what was happening. He was preparing.
I
I listened to his audiobook
for a
too.
while.
Yeah. His audiobook was fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved it. I've actually listened to it twice just because it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great writer, and I'm really glad to see him back. It's a lot of wrestling podcasters in general. I'm not a fan of a lot of them. Sean Ross Sapp, I think, hey, he breaks news, but I think he's a fucking dork. I don't think he's interesting. Conrad, I mean, knowledgeable, but boring in my opinion. Sean Oliver, I think, man, I hope he expands and gets a few other podcasts with different personalities. Can you imagine Conrad or Oliver and Flair? Like, I know that one obviously isn't going to happen, but can you imagine the stories he would get out of Ric Flair?
How about Sean and Bret Hart?
Yeah, I don't know that Bret's a guy though that he's got good stories, but would I listen to him every week? I can hear Nash talk about anything. He doesn't have to talk about wrestling. That episode where he just went down his IMDb was fascinating to me.
Yeah, Super Shredder.
Yeah, just that was great. I mean, they can talk about music, movies, even politics. Like, Nash is one guy that has the charisma to not be an obnoxious asshole when he's talking about politics. It's still compelling.
I would love a Shawn Michaels one too, but the problem is with Born Again, Shawn Michaels would be way too polite, and I want to hear Shawn Michaels talk about slamming Sonny in the between back in the day, and
that's why religion is gay. Yep.
You know what, dude? You know what? You were doing good. You were doing so good, and you opened your fucking yapper again over there.
Imagine being born again.
I'll tell you what is gay. It's the Super Bowl. You remember that song? Y'all remember that? Annie Milonakis?
Shmandy Schmoshmakis.
He still streams on Twitch, man.
Yeah. Good for him.
Trust fund will get you far in life.
You know what? Good for him. God bless him. God be with him.
I always thought it was his Twitch. What does he do on Twitch? Is it just gaming? Is that what it is?
He used to IRL with Ice Poseidon and do shit like that. But...
Remember that episode where he was eating cereal with Little John?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was great.
I do remember that, dude. I loved his show. This is what I'll do. I'm gonna sit on you.
A lot of those streamer guys just have a shit ton of money and they just do whatever the fuck they want. Travel all over the place. Go to Greece. Go to Italy.
Go to McDonald's.
It's so weird to see people who just have a bunch of money, like on YouTube and stuff. It's really weird.
I wish I had a bunch of fucking money, dude.
It's not weird. It's not weird to me.
I would buy 4 Tenebrae, bro.
I'd buy fucking 6 of them.
I just bought another Lamborghini. What's up, guys? I'm just like, fuck. Netflix is expensive this month.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go lie to you guys. I have Netflix, but I have the SD version of Netflix. Like, I have the cheapest version of Netflix. I don't pay for it
because you're smart.
Well, I mean, dude, it's like fuck it, you know. I just don't need it. I don't need to pay an extra $8 for 1080p. I just, you know, fuck it. I'm not worried about it. Well, that killed the room.
No, it didn't. I just
Did anybody else watch the Resident Evil series on there?
No, I don't watch Netflix at all, actually.
Holy shit, they turned it into the CW cast. Oh my god.
Jay, peanut butter?
That's what it looked like.
Oh, shit.
Oh, those are my favorite.
Those are fire, yeah.
Peanut butter hoe. Peanut butter hoe.
Hey, Christian, you remember how Lauren has like those random photos from Hellfest?
Oh,
Yes.
he's got a lot.
He sent me one of those.
I wish I could have the little photos from the Black Hood's daughter that girl took. I'm watching the movie right now. Like, I would love to have those. How does that? How do I even get those? Do I have to like Instagram the production designer or something?
Basically.
Yeah. I would love that. That'd be cool. I'd keep it in my wallet.
Well, I learned a lot about ghosts on the show. Well, thank you all for stopping by, and enlightening me.
Yeah, for real.
Throw this picture of Chris Gaines out real quick. Anybody have anything they want to promote here real quick?
I'm going to the video rental store near me tomorrow. I'm going to try to see if I can find the Willies on DVD because I bought a multi-pack like an idiot, and I just have so much like despair and regret in my life. So I'm going to try to remedy that.
Cool. Those are fun videos.
I'm also going to get a sugar-free icy tomorrow.
Ooh, they make sugar-free ices?
Yeah, they're good. They're fine. You know,
I would like one of those.
I always give myself a little dip of the cherry in there, but for the most part,
cherry ices are the best. Holy crap!
Yeah,
that sounds so good.
That does sound good. Flesh Wound features here on YouTube. Check that out this Sunday. We'll have another Monsters commentary for Here Come the Monsters. And we will also be having coverage of XPW Night of Reckoning. Not sure. Some of that might be live from the venue, possibly. I'm not sure how that's going to go down. But
nice.
Yeah, check that out and check out our trailer show. Run down a lot of trailers for movies coming out the rest of the year.
Cool.
Hey, Corey, really quick, I forgot. Tomorrow night, too, I'm interviewing Dead Pit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So that's going to
I
be
heard
fun.
it was only just one member, though. Is that true? Confirmed?
Well, I'm not going to say who the third man is, but tune in and find out.
Cool. Drew, anything?
I'll have some haul videos coming for sure. I'm just waiting on things to come in the mail. But yeah,
He's waiting on his other tenor brace.
yeah.
He's building a house out of them.
I'm gonna show Bass and Blues what it's all
Shit,
about.
dude, they're thick as bricks anyway. So.
Yep.
Orc.
On Saturday, I'm getting interviewed by Jake from Slaughterport.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
So that should be fun. I'm going to probably make an ass of myself, but I do that every day easily anyway. So, and yeah, what else is going on? I think that's it for me. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Jay?
Before you go to Jay, I see Good Morning Mike. If you want to vote for the Real Fifth Beatle, do that on Slasher Home Video's video there.
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'll be on Jake's show Friday night, 9 p.m. Central, I believe.
Cool.
Check that out.
What do you got a movie set for Sunday?
Not yet. It'll either be Wrong Turn or Wishmaster.
Okay.
One of those sequels.
Cool. Next Friday night, I'll have Basement Blues here on the channel. Look forward to that. Everybody's excited. And Saturday night, thanks to Drew getting me set up here, Ivy Smith from Attack of the 50-Foot Cam Girl. Yeah, Cam Girl. Be here for an interview, and she may or may not be cooking s'mores indoors live on stream. So.
Hell yes.
I'll tell you what I'll be cooking that night, brother.
But thanks to everybody in the chat. It's been a fun night. Hope you learned about ghosts. And until I see you, actually, I'll be on tomorrow night too with another Collector's Inquisition with Joe Martinez. Until I see you tomorrow night, take it easy.
I ain't for you.